A fiery inferno, California's landscape transformed. California is burning and the flames show no signs of stopping. Once vibrant forests are now charred skeletons against the smoke-filled sky, a haunting reminder of nature's fury. Homes, businesses, and lives have been reduced to ash, leaving communities in despair and uncertainty. The air is thick with the smell of smoke, a constant reminder of the inferno raging across the state, choking the breath of its residents. The Golden State is facing its most devastating wildfire season in history, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair that stretches for miles. From the rugged mountains to the Pacific coastline, wildfires are leaving their mark, altering the landscape in ways that may take decades to heal. Millions of acres have been scorched, leaving behind a scarred landscape that tells a story of relentless flames and lost beauty. The emotional toll on Californians is immeasurable, as they watch their homes and memories go up in smoke. Families have been displaced, their lives upended by the relentless flames, forced to leave behind everything they know. The fear is palpable, as communities brace themselves for the next evacuation order, never knowing when they might have to flee. The scale of the disaster is staggering, with entire regions transformed into barren wastelands. The current fire season has already surpassed the devastation of previous years, setting grim new records. The cost of fighting these fires is astronomical, stretching resources thin and pushing firefighters to their limits, both physically and emotionally. The impact on wildlife is catastrophic, with countless animals perishing in the flames or left without habitat, their ecosystems destroyed. The question on everyone's mind is, when will it end? The uncertainty weighs heavily on all. As the fires continue to burn, Californians are left grappling with the aftermath of this unprecedented disaster, trying to make sense of the chaos. The road to recovery will be long and arduous, but the spirit of resilience burns brightly in the face of adversity, as communities come together to rebuild and heal. The Palisades and Kenneth Fires, a tale of two disasters. Among the numerous wildfires raging across California, the Palisades and Kenneth Fires stand out for their ferocity and destruction. These fires have not only consumed vast areas of land, but have also left a lasting impact on the communities they touched. The Palisades Fire, ignited near Los Angeles, has consumed thousands of acres, forcing mass evacuations and threatening homes in its path. The fire's proximity to urban areas has made it particularly dangerous, putting countless lives at risk. Driven by strong winds and fueled by dry brush, the fire spread rapidly, overwhelming firefighters' efforts to contain it. The relentless winds have made it nearly impossible to predict the fire's next move, adding to the chaos. Meanwhile, the Kenneth Fire erupted in Northern California, tearing through dense forests and rural communities. This fire has been particularly devastating due to the remote locations it has affected, making it difficult for emergency services to respond quickly. The fire's rapid growth and unpredictable behavior have made it a nightmare for firefighters, who are battling fatigue and hazardous conditions. The extreme heat and smoke have taken a toll on their health and morale. The stories emerging from these fires are heartbreaking, filled with loss, displacement, and uncertainty. Families have been forced to leave behind their homes and belongings, unsure if they will have anything to return to. The Palisades Fire has already claimed dozens of homes, leaving families sifting through the ashes of their lives. The emotional and psychological impact of such loss is immeasurable. The Kenneth Fire has caused widespread power outages, disrupted transportation, and forced the closure of schools and businesses. The ripple effects of these disruptions are felt throughout the community, affecting daily life in countless ways. The economic impact of these fires is significant, with billions of dollars in property damage and lost revenue. Local economies are struggling to cope with the sudden and severe losses. As the fires continue to burn, the full extent of the devastation remains unknown. The long-term environmental impact is also a growing concern, with ecosystems and wildlife habitats being destroyed. The human cost is immeasurable, with families torn apart and communities left reeling. However, amidst the devastation, stories of resilience and community support have also emerged, showcasing the strength and solidarity of those affected. The Palisades and Kenneth Fires serve as stark reminders of the destructive power of nature and the constant threat wildfires pose to California. As we move forward, it is crucial to learn from these disasters and work towards better prevention and response strategies. Braving the inferno, firefighters on the front lines, facing the heat and the fury of nature's most destructive force. In the face of these infernos, a different breed of heroes emerges, the firefighters. Clad in heavy gear, they march into the heart of danger, undeterred by the searing heat and choking smoke. They are the first line of defense, risking their lives to protect homes, communities, and the very soul of California. Their mission is clear: to save lives and property, no matter the cost. Working tirelessly, they battle fatigue, smoke inhalation, and the ever-present threat of shifting winds and unpredictable flames. Each moment is a test of endurance and resolve. These brave men and women are often pushed to their physical and mental limits. The exhaustion is palpable, yet they press on, driven by a sense of duty and camaraderie. They spend days, sometimes weeks, away from their families, battling blazes that seem insurmountable. The separation is tough, but the mission is paramount. Yet they persevere, driven by an unwavering sense of duty and a deep compassion for those whose lives are at stake. Their bond strengthens with each challenge faced. Their efforts are nothing short of heroic. From rescuing trapped animals to saving lives, their bravery knows no bounds. They bulldoze fire breaks, douse flames with water and fire retardant, and conduct daring rescues, often putting themselves in harm's way to save others. Their strategies are as varied as the challenges they face. They are masters of strategy and coordination, working in unison to combat these unpredictable and unforgiving infernos. Every move is calculated, every action deliberate. Despite their tireless efforts, firefighters face overwhelming odds. The flames are relentless, and the battle is fierce. The sheer scale and intensity of these wildfires often outpace their resources. The challenge is immense, but their resolve is even greater. Drought conditions and dry vegetation provide ample fuel for the flames, making containment a constant battle. The environment itself seems to conspire against them. Yet they continue to fight, their courage and determination an inspiration to us all. Their spirit is unbreakable, their dedication unwavering, as they stand as guardians against the inferno.
The current wildfire season is unprecedented and deeply concerning. We critically need increased resources, improved forest management practices, and greater public awareness about fire safety.
Governor Gavin Newsom, visibly shaken by the scale of the disaster, has declared a state of emergency for the affected areas. He pledged to provide all necessary resources to support firefighters and assist communities impacted by the fires. The state of California stands with all those affected by these devastating wildfires. We are committed to providing support and resources to help communities recover and rebuild. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has also mobilized resources to assist with firefighting efforts and provide disaster relief. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell expressed her concern for the safety and well-being of those in the path of the fires. She stressed the importance of heeding evacuation orders and following the guidance of local authorities. As the fires continue to rage, officials are urging residents to remain vigilant, prepare for potential evacuations, and take steps to mitigate fire risks. The collective message is clear: California is facing an unprecedented crisis, and it will require a united effort to overcome this challenge.